How's it going, motherfucker? So let's talk a little bit about the Paris Accords deal, climate change, the fact that, the planet is actually entering into a cooling period, not a warming period. And we've known this for a long time. People need to realize that, yes, climate change is real. It's very real. But it is not the threat it is said to be. Do you people understand that this is a business? Climate change is a business. Climate change rakes in billions of dollars a year because they want you to believe that this is a real threat, that lives are at stake, that when the reality truly is, there's no threat to humanity here. This is just a natural form of science. But, of course, we like to manipulate science when it's going to make money. And, of course, you've got a bunch of sheeple who will follow behind with the Paris Accords. Oh, what did Trump do? He wants to kill us. Global warming. We're going to sink into the ocean. No! Wake up. Do you really believe that crazy fantasy story that we're going to sink into the fucking ocean? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you really that stupid that you believe that fucking story? That you believe that we're gonna sink into the fucking ocean? If you do, God help you. I mean, my God, you're such a sheeple that you'd believe something like that. You really think we're gonna sink into the ocean? You really think that it's gonna be like the fucking, plagues, in Egypt, a bunch of insects just flying in out of nowhere? That's not going to happen. Look how we got up to this point in time. When you think of all the different time periods, there was different climate. This is natural. There's nothing we could do to stop it. It doesn't matter whether we use 1 or 2 ply toilet paper. It doesn't matter if the fucking cows shit in the fucking grass. It doesn't fucking matter. It's going to happen one way or another. We have no control over it. And the thing what I want to know, say for a minute, it does matter. What are those billions of dollars that the U.S. keeps pumping into this fucking shit, this climate change garbage? What are we getting out of it? What are we doing exactly? What is the money going towards exactly? Do you know? No, you don't know. You don't know exactly what it's going into. But people like to say, oh, yeah, it's important. It's important. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's important. Oh, okay. So what exactly, again, is that? Can I get a direct answer here? What exactly is the money doing? Are we building a big machine? Are we building a big shield to protect us, from the environment? I mean, come on. And look at this Accords deal. How come China is exempt? They're allowed to pollute, and they're allowed to pollute under that provision in the Paris Accords. They are allowed to pollute as much as they want without having to pay a single fucking thing until 2030. They are the biggest polluter on the planet, and they get a free pass while we have to pay up. Why exactly are we paying up on this thing? Why do we have to pay? For what? Why do we need to be a part of this thing? What are we getting out of it? This is what Trump keeps saying about these fucking stupid deals, about the bad deals. With Obama, the thing is, this is the mentality here. Let me explain it to you guys. We hear climate change. We hear it's important. We hear a lot of celebrities talking about how important it is, that we got to do something about it. It's urgent. Oh, my God. Beep, 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 emergency. Oh, we're going down with the ship. Oh, my God. Red alert, red alert. It's very important. We've got to do something about it. If you don't do something about it, you're against it. And, stop questioning it, because if you're questioning it, you have any types of questions, even if they're legitimate questions, and you want to know some specifics, and you want to know exactly where your money's going to, if you donate towards the cause, and, you want to know why the U.S. is donating what they do, if you want to know why they have the money that they do, and where's the money going to exactly, and what types of things are we actually doing to prevent the climate change, well, then you're just a denier, and you're evil, and you're just a conservative, and you're just a climate change denier. We're gonna point fingers at you, we're gonna discredit you, we're gonna make you into a monster. You want everybody dead, you're heartless. These are all the things that's being said about Trump apparently now. You got a whole bunch of actors saying, this is our lives, we're being held hostage. This is what Cher said. Remember Cher? You probably don't. You probably forgot about her, do you believe in life after love? Yeah. This guy's speeding right by there, so he's probably trying to get away from all the bullshit. I'm probably about to do the same thing if it goes any further. The thing is, why? Why do we have to fall behind this shit just because we're told it's important? Don't you people have whatever happened to the thinking mind? Liberals out there, if you were real liberals, wouldn't you be liberal and really think for yourself and not, make yourself get caught up in this box of lies, this think tank where you guys are all repeating the same rhetoric? This is our lives. I keep hearing the same people say the same things on Twitter and on Facebook and all over the place. And they've been saying it for years and years. Oh, Obama cared about us. Really? So let me ask you a question. If climate change was that important over the last 8 years, how come that Mama Luke took his fucking jet plane all over the fucking country, putting out all those carbon emissions? If it was so important, and in 8 years, that's a lot of time to work with. How come we didn't get further if it was such a threat? I don't even think if it was such a threat that even one man could really do so much. How about all these other polluters? India, China, Russia? These are the biggest polluters on the fucking planet. And guess how much money they pay into the Accords? Guess how much money they pay for climate change in general? Well, there was a survey conducted. Zero. Nothing. Nada. Cero for you Espanol speakers out there. Absolutely nothing. They pay nothing while we pay billions. Because we're told it's a danger. Because we're scared. We want to do, and I'll be honest. I mean, it's good to have that mentality that you want to do good and you want to help other people out. But at the end of the day, it's all about patting yourself on the back. I have these ideas. I share these thoughts. That makes me a good person. Nobody can accuse me of being a bad person, if I go with the majority of thoughts. See, that's why we're in this position. This is why we're lied to. This is why we're sheeple. Because we never like to question anything. Because we're scared of the reaction that we're going to get on social media. I don't want to be unpopular. Oh my goodness, I would not like to be unpopular for one moment. I mean, why are we so scared to think outside? Too sunny over there. Why are we as afraid to think outside the box when that is crucial? What if we are being lied to? Do you ever think that for 1 minute? I know we're being lied to, but liberals, I'm asking you, what if you're being lied to? Do you think Obama, every single thing he said to you was true? I guess you do. That's what a lot of times I hear. It's like, I don't know why Obama gets such a free pass on everything. Just because he was the first black president, that doesn't mean that just because he was the first, of his kind, doesn't mean that he was going to get everything right. Do you guys disagree with anything Obama did? Because, there's a whole laundry list of things that he's done that you should really be outraged about. But like this, for example, giving away billions while doing nothing about the other polluters on the planet. And the thing is, it's not even that big of a deal. Because at the end of the day, whatever the planet was going to do, it's going to do anyway. Because it's the fucking planet. That is nature. That is how this planet was designed. It was designed to go through climate changes. That is why climate change is not a hoax. It's very real. But the way that the regressive left and the globalists and everybody trying to make money off of this shit with alarmism, they view it as something way, way, way different. They don't want you to know that it's something natural. They want you to feel responsible that it's something that you do so you don't feel bad that, you're giving your money away to it. You don't feel bad that your country is pouring every fucking waking dollar into this pointless fund, which is, this is the thing, what drives me crazy. It's like all these charities feed the poor and everything. How come we see so many more homeless people? Say things because about 1% of anything that you donate actually goes to the cause. Pretty much more than 3/4, even more, like 98, 99% goes into the pockets of those putting out the charity or the funding. Case in point, campaign funding. You know how much of that shit actually goes into the campaign and politics? What do these people need to do? Their travel is already paid. It's already paid through your tax dollars. But the campaign funding, guess what they do with that shit? They're just using it out of the pocket, spending money. And they're also pocketing your taxpayer dollars in the same breath. So it's like money is not used just for what it's used just because the politicians say that. And you damn well know that's right, because if that was the case, we wouldn't have so many problems as we do. If everything was funded properly, I don't think we'd have half the problems we do. Do you think so? But go ahead, think what you want. Climate change is exactly how Congress says it is. It's exactly how it's written about in the Paris Accords. Give us your money. Oui, give us your money. Give us your money. We give you free baguette. Get the fuck out of here. We're not going to give all our money away while everybody else pollutes on the planet. Ooh, U.S., you're bad. We're not even the biggest polluter. But we're led to believe that. They want, you notice they don't ever come out and give the statistic that we're the biggest polluter, but they want you to think that we are. They want you to think that we're the bad guys. When you've got China, which is polluting it like, I don't know how many times more, but definitely a lot more. We're one of the cleanest countries, actually, statistically proven. We actually recycle. We do a lot of things to try to prevent a lot of different types of pollution. See, but the other thing about this is I keep hearing about this, and I hear people around me mentioning that the coal industry is gone. Why is Trump defending the coal industry? That's another thing with the Paris Accords. They want to try to. Well, I don't care. Okay, so coal might not be a clean source of energy, but is a proficient form of energy. And I don't care what you say. It's people's jobs. Somebody watching this video right now, you might be making a comment, oh, Brad, saying some shit about coal to me. But some people still have those jobs, and they depend on that paycheck to feed their families. So you can't just wipe out an entire industry and go, we don't want coal. Because coal in Pennsylvania, for example, is still pretty much alive. And we still use it as a resource for many things. So they might be trying to kill it because of all these different provisions we have with all these climate change things. Thank God half of them are being shut down by silencing the EPA, which all they wanted to do, they were just hitmen for Obama. That's all they were. But go ahead, people. Don't think about what I said here. Don't think about the facts. Don't bother even looking up the science or the statistics that prove otherwise. Go ahead. Believe what you want. Oh, Trump. Oh my God, he wants us to sink into the ocean. Well, you know what? You better go buy a submarine. Doo-doo. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Come the conservatives. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Now the libtards out there, all the way in the back. There's only a couple probably watching anyway. We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Yellow submarine. Trump 2020. Yeah. Fuck the Accords.